What if everything you thought about prayer and divine help was just the tip of the iceberg? Many believe that angels are distant, mythical beings, but what if they are actually active guardians ready to answer your calls right now? Psalm 86 offers a powerful prayer that cuts through doubt and fear, inviting you to experience immediate relief and protection. This isn't just ancient text. It's a timeless secret to accessing God's army of angels in your daily struggles. Imagine feeling an unseen yet undeniable shield around you, transforming your life in ways you never expected. When life feels overwhelming and the weight of the world presses down, many turn to prayer for comfort. This video introduces a powerful prayer alongside Psalm 86, a heartfelt plea that invites the help of God's angels. These celestial beings aren't just distant symbols. They are active protectors and helpers, ready to step in at God's command. Imagine calling on these divine allies in your moments of need. It's like having a spiritual team on your side. Understanding the role of angels through prayer isn't just about asking for favors. It's about opening a sacred conversation. Psalm 86, with its raw emotion and deep trust, reminds us that God listens when we reach out. This isn't a one-way street. Praying becomes a way to connect, vent, and find peace, knowing you're supported by unseen, powerful forces. Just like talking to a trusted friend, praying invites relief and guidance. For those feeling skeptical, it might help to try something simple. Recite Psalm 86 during a quiet moment or before bed, focusing on the words. See how it shifts your mindset or calms your spirit. Many find that this practice strengthens their faith and invites the presence of angels in subtle, surprising ways. It's a practice worth exploring, and it sets the stage for understanding more about these divine messengers. One of the most comforting truths is that God genuinely wants to hear from us. Our prayers are never ignored or dismissed. Opening your heart in prayer is like unlocking a door to divine relief and spiritual assistance. Think of it as sharing your burdens with a loving listener who always responds, even when the answers seem delayed. This connection can soothe anxiety and replace despair with hope, reminding us that we're never truly alone. Sometimes, people hesitate to pray because they feel unworthy or think their words don't matter. But the Bible repeatedly assures us that God delights in every honest prayer, no matter how simple or flawed. Picture a child running to their parent with an open heart. That's the kind of relationship God invites us to have. The act of praying itself invites grace and healing, creating space for miracles to unfold. Opening up to God is more than just talking. It's a spiritual surrender that invites angels to act on our behalf. When someone shares their struggles through prayer, it's like sending a beacon into the heavens. Angels, described as God's messengers and soldiers, receive that call and move to protect, guide, and support us in ways we might never see but can always trust. It's a divine partnership waiting to happen. Angels aren't just gentle spirits floating around. They're mighty messengers and fierce spiritual soldiers carrying out God's orders with precision. Think of them like a divine special forces unit, ready to protect and guide us through the battlefield of life. When we pray, it's like sending a command to this celestial army, asking them to step in and shield us from unseen dangers and negativity. In everyday life, these angels act as guides, nudging us toward choices that align with God's will. Have you ever experienced a sudden feeling of peace or an unexpected coincidence that steered you away from trouble? That's often the subtle work of angels at play. They're not just passive watchers. They actively fight against evil influences trying to derail our journey. The Bible portrays angels as loyal warriors who never disobey God's commands, fiercely committed to protecting His children. This fierce loyalty reminds us that no matter how tough things get, we have powerful allies on our side. Embracing this truth invites us to lean into prayer more confidently, knowing that angels stand ready to defend and direct us in the spiritual realm. The Bible is rich with verses that shine a spotlight on the protective power of angels. For instance, Psalm 91 verses 10 to 11 promises that no harm will befall those under God's care because His angels watch over them. Imagine the reassurance in knowing you have divine guardians assigned just for you, ready to shield you from harm, day and night. It's like having a spiritual security detail you can always count on. Psalm 34 verse 7 describes an angel encamped around the faithful, rescuing them from danger, a vivid picture that makes the abstract feel real and close. It's a reminder that protection isn't passive, it's active, ongoing, and personal. This idea can encourage anyone facing challenges to keep praying, knowing the unseen army is already on the move. Even Psalm 103 verse 20 highlights angels' obedience and readiness to serve those who follow God's ways. These verses are not just poetic, they're promises that invite trust and comfort. By meditating on these passages, people can deepen their faith, feeling a profound connection to the biblical truths about angelic guardianship. One of the most iconic moments featuring angels in the Bible is their announcement of Jesus' birth to Mary and Joseph. Picture the scene. An angel suddenly appears, delivering a message so profound it changes history forever. This event shows angels as divine messengers, entrusted with sharing God's most important news. It reminds us that angels are not only protectors but also bearers of hope and transformation. This story also highlights how angels work closely with human lives, stepping into our realities in critical moments. Just as they guided Mary and Joseph through uncertainty, angels today continue to deliver guidance and reassurance to those who pray. It's a comforting thought. Divine messages can arrive when least expected but exactly when needed. For those seeking encouragement, recalling the Nativity angel's message can inspire faith that no situation is too challenging for God's intervention. Whether it's a personal struggle or a broader life question, angels remain active participants, ready to deliver divine direction and peace when we open our hearts. Psalm 86 stands out as a deeply personal plea where the psalmist asks for mercy and protection amidst life's storms. It's like a spiritual lifeline thrown out when troubles and enemies feel overwhelming. Reciting this psalm invites anyone to tap into God's strength, reminding us that no challenge is too big when we turn to Him with a sincere heart. This prayer doesn't shy away from vulnerability, it openly asks for help and acknowledges human weakness. That's what makes it so relatable. It gives permission to be honest with God about fears and struggles. Think of it as a raw, heartfelt conversation that invites God's powerful intervention and angelic support to overcome adversity. For practical application, setting aside a few minutes each day to pray Psalm 86 aloud can build spiritual resilience. Whether facing difficult relationships, financial worries, or health challenges, this psalm can become a personal mantra that strengthens faith and invites divine protection. When facing life's battles, there's immense power in calling upon the army of angels for protection. This prayer is more than words. It's a spiritual command inviting these divine warriors to shield us from evil forces lurking unseen. Picture it as summoning a celestial defense squad to guard your life, health, work, and blessings, reinforcing that nothing is too small or too big for their care. The prayer also asks for restoration, renewing strength, healing wounds, and refreshing all areas of life. It's like hitting a spiritual reset button that aligns us with God's abundant grace. Those who consistently pray with such faith often notice shifts in their energy and circumstances, experiencing blessings that feel both miraculous and practical. Ending with gratitude is crucial. It's an acknowledgement that protection and help aren't one-time gifts but ongoing divine support. Expressing thanks to God and His angels fuels trust, creating a positive cycle where faith grows stronger and divine power flows more freely into every aspect of life. Now that you've discovered the profound power behind Psalm 86 and the protection of God's angels, it's time to put this knowledge into action. How will you invite these celestial warriors into your daily life? What changes might you see when you open your heart to prayer with unwavering faith? Take a moment to reflect. Are you ready to trust in this divine partnership and step boldly into a life shielded by angels? Don't just watch, engage, pray, and experience the transformation firsthand. And if this message resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a moment of spiritual insight that can change your life.